Hello everybody, Janet Urban here, founder of Friends in Film. Welcome to our podcast. The purpose of this podcast is to give you insights that you will not learn anywhere, not in film school, not online, not from anybody, even people on film sets will not know what I'm teaching you because we have studied how to go very fast into the film industry and create a career out of it. And that is what this podcast is about, and that is what the A-List program is about, which is our main flagship program that all these people all over the world are doing to work in the film industry. So enjoy today's podcast, and thank you so much for listening. Hello, friends. So today's podcast episode is about what are we actually going after with our career in the film industry? What do we want to get from this career? Are we looking for fame? Are we looking for love? Are we looking for our friends? Are we looking for money? Are we looking for significance? I think that what we are looking for from the film industry is all of that. Like, we want to feel like we have gotten really good at a certain craft. Could be acting, could be writing, could be editing, could be cinematography, lighting. We want to feel like we have mastered a craft that is very pleasurable for us to do, that we get a lot of good feelings from seeing our work and from actually physically doing that job. I think that part of it is that we really want to get paid to do what we love. I mean, we say it all the time, but actually getting paid to do what you love for a living, and that's what you make money at, what you absolutely love to do, to me, you have solved the entire world's problems, basically, for yourself. Like, that is the gift of the world. That's the keys to the kingdom. It really is. So what I teach people to do is how to get the opportunity to gain those skills so that you can have a career that pays you to do what you love to do. I think that what gets in the way is people look at this and they go like, well, I would love to be able to do that, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to actually make that happen. And what I want to explore with you today is that thought that I'm not sure if it's going to happen for me is not just like you reporting like the facts. Like, it's not like you like saying, well, actually, I'm being realistic here. It's actually just a thought that's getting in the way of this life that you actually want. I want to paint the picture for you so that you can see what this actually is. And what I really want to get across to you is that this life that you are envisioning for yourself down the road someday when you make it, what actually is so amazing about the film industry is the building of it. A lot of people think of it like climbing up the ladder. Like, if you climb up the ladder, there's a thought in there that, well, what if I never make it up the ladder? Or what if I fall off the ladder? Or what if I never make it up the ladder and I never get this most amazing life that's in my head? And what I really want to tell you is that the way the film industry works, you are living this life that you are envisioning in your head as you are creating it. So you live it, and you live the most amazing life, and while you are doing that, you are creating it. So as you are living this most amazing life, you're not thinking, I hope I make it. As you're living this most amazing life, you're thinking that I am doing exactly what I should be doing. This is the right place. These are my right people. This is nirvana right now. As I am living my career, I am creating it. So what I'm actually talking about is whatever you picture your career to be in the future, I want you to, with me now, crystallize it in your mind. What are you going for with this career? If it's like, I want to become a famous actor or a well-known director, a famous director, somebody that has their work out there in the world that millions of people see. Okay, if it's something like that, awesome. In fact, I really encourage you guys to have really significant goals in your mind like that. It's not like, oh, I want to get a PA job. It is like, I want to become a world-known famous actor that is famous and well-known because I'm absolutely brilliant and I've gotten to that level in my abilities, in my connections, and in what I've done for myself. So it's not like I'm lucky to get there. I've actually created all that mastery to be able to become that well-known. So it's really a commitment that I want that. I want to become that. I remember when I started, and you guys all know this well, I'm like, I really want to travel around the world for National Geographic. So in order to make it not something that was a faraway dream, like, oh, I hope that happens, but look at me, I've got nothing that's going to ever have National Geographic. What do I got for them? Instead, I had to really live in that image of me being a National Geographic filmmaker. Like, no, that's me, actually. I am a National Geographic filmmaker. Anybody that would say, oh, well, you've never even been to the zoo hardly, you've never been interested in the zoo. I'd be like, no. I'm a National Geographic wildlife filmmaker. You've got it wrong. And I could picture myself, so it doesn't matter what anybody says. That's my point there. I could picture myself in the jungle with a camera on my shoulder, living this life, watching and observing the most amazing, wildlife interactions and capturing it and doing something that people are like, what? You just sat in a blind and recorded hyenas? Yes, I did. Yeah, we flew in, we drove 30 miles in the bush, we slept in the back of our Land Rover, we sat in a blind and we captured the most amazing and all this stuff under the blue skies, all of it. I vividly encapsulated that. I wanted to live that. This life of National Geographic, I could see it, taste it, feel it. It was who I decided that I was going to be. And so that was a decision that is who I was. So it wasn't like, oh, I hope to someday get that. It's like, no, that's who I am. So of course I'm going to live that life. That is a really great realization for you guys, to become your vision of who you are already. Become that now, and you expect it then. You're shocked if it doesn't come in the door right away. Actually, that's okay, but not from a disappointed place, more of like an anticipation place. See, we don't sit in disappointment. Instead, we are living our lives in anticipation of this amazing life that we are currently creating. So we're not climbing the ladder. We are experiencing the most amazing life that the film industry has for us. So when we think about why do we want to be famous? Why do we want to be well known? Why do we want to impact the world? And it always boils down to how we will feel. So when I look at that, how I want it to feel and I want you to look at why do you want that level of success? What feeling inside of yourself are you going for? So for me, it is, I want to feel abundance. I want to feel aliveness. I want to feel freedom. I want to feel unique in that I'm going for something that most people would not. I want to feel like this is my contribution to the world. So I want to feel contribution. I want to feel love. I want to feel admiration for me from other people. I want to feel special. I want to feel courageous. How is it that you want to feel? What are you envisioning for yourself? Is it going to be that life? So first of all, let's just list some of the things that you want to feel. Love, contribution, abundance. Okay, you want to feel these things, right? Okay, so now here's what I want to tell you. You getting into the film industry, you stepping foot on these sets, you're going to feel all that. The image in your mind of what it will be like when you have made it, you can feel like that now while you are creating it. So you don't have to wait. And this is not a faraway dream where you're going to, at some point, hopefully get there and feel all of these amazing emotions that go with fame, that go with admiration, that go with love. You can actually feel it the entire way right now. Because when you get on these film sets, it is so exciting. There are people that are artists just like you. There are people that are introverts and creative just like you. There are people that are scared, but also totally excited to be there. There are people that also have big dreams, that you're going to find them and they are going to be the artists, that you're going to create future content that is going to change the world. You will meet them on these film sets. To get to this life where you have the ultimate life of fame, of well-known, of traveling the world, of being a master, and so proud of yourself all the time, all of that right now is available to you now as you step into the film industry and create this career. So you are living the experience of an amazing life right now. That's what I have to offer you, is the experience of living a most amazing life where you feel love, creativity, proud of yourself, contribution, excitement. You get to live all that now. And in you living that and having these experiences on film sets and doing this for yourself, you create your career. So it's not a scary thing to create a career. It's not like a hustle or something that you got to push through and rip open and hard and painful and uncertain. It's not that. If you think that it's that way, then you're making it so. That's the craziest thing about it. And that repels all of the abundance that you want to have. It actually really does get created by the way that you think about it. So I want to tell you that starting this career, starting all of these experiences where you're learning on these sets with other creative people, where you're learning how to tell stories, and all of these moments of understanding are starting to click in your brain. Click, 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 click. Oh, I get this. Oh my gosh, I see how they light. Oh, that's the key light. Oh, this is that. Oh, that's called this. And oh, that's why we shortened that line and now that fits together better. And that performance was amazing, but we're probably going to we're going to do take number 5. And this is now like your life. It is the most amazing, abundant, creative, beautiful, exciting, well-paid, let's not forget that, well-paid life that exists. So it's not a ladder. It's not difficult. It's not hard. It's not cutthroat. It is a bunch of experiences on film sets that you go into and you lovingly and excitedly and expectedly, anticipatedly create. It is this life that you decide that you want to create. It is a pleasure. You cannot keep yourself from it. It is so damn good. I'm here, by the way, to walk along this pathway next to you. I'm not up here and you're down here and let me tell you everything I know. No, I do have things to share with you. Of course, the wisdom is there from having accomplished what I have in my life. However, the way that I look at it is we are all artists that have this certain amount of time on this planet. And right now, we probably have, where I look at the age that I'm at and the age that you're at, you're anywhere from 20 to maybe 50 years old. I'm 57 now. I thought I was 57 all year last year, but I was only 56. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, we have maybe another 30 years together to walk along this pathway. When you look at it like that, it's just really a lovely, wonderful thing that I know you, you know me, you found me somehow out there through an ad, through a referral, through somebody on set. You found me. And I am here to enlighten and brighten this pathway for you if this is what you want. You will find that how I'm speaking to you really resonates, meaning you feel it like vibrating in your body. Because I'm an artist like you that's also ambitious like you. And I know that the number one thing that will prevent you from having this life that you want so badly is believing that it's a ladder, that you might not make it, that the goal of being famous will probably never happen, that it's unrealistic, that other people don't think that's going to happen for you either, so it probably won't happen for you. All of that is hogwash. All of that is to be totally ignored, and you're not being unrealistic. And you're not like being unsafe in ignoring that. You're just telling yourself a different story. A story that aligns with who you actually are. Because when you think of all of these things that I just mentioned that are like, it's hard, you probably won't make it, there's a huge part of you that as you hear me say this, that is like almost like retracting, almost like it's like poison to you. It's like disgusting to even hear that. That's why when people don't believe in your dreams, it's like you have a physical reaction to it because it goes against who you are. Now, there's a part of you in your brain that's trying to keep you safe that also kind of doesn't believe. So that's why when they say that, you're also kind of like, you don't want to admit it, but you haven't been trained yet how to look at it so that you're like, oh yeah, I've explored that already in my brain, and I think that that's human nature. But yeah, I'm going for my career 200% because I love it. I love the experiences. I love the people. It just fits. It clicks. It's absolutely the most wonderful way that I can get growth in my life and how I can spend my life, spend every moment of my life is growing this career. The experience of growing this career is so freaking amazing. It is how I am turning into the person that I want to be. It's how I am creating the skills to make all of my future money. The experience of it is not a drag. It's fucking awesome. So of course I'm going to do it. Of course I'm going to go after it like a mofo because I love it. That's how I felt when I created my career. And I want to give you permission to believe that as well. Who else is going to tell you this? Like other people that haven't walked this walk, they haven't lived this life, they haven't had this level of success in the industry, they just simply don't know. So they're going to say, oh, do a safe job or be realistic about it. Do they know what's realistic? What do they know? Do they work in the industry? They don't know what's realistic. What's realistic is it is a bunch of shoots and a bunch of creative people, and sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want to do. One thing's for sure, you got to believe that it's possible and that you are going in that direction. You have to believe that, oh, I'm not going to put this off for a couple months. Why would I put off such an amazing experience? Why would I put off growth for myself, doing the one thing that I love to do the most in the world and learning all about that? I'm a kid in the candy store on a film set. Of course, I would never put that off. I want that now for myself. It doesn't matter what anybody says. And even in my own brain, when my brain offers to me, oh, but, aren't you getting in too late? Or, what if things don't work out? I'm like, yeah, brain, I've already explored that as well. And the experience of being on a film set and learning, I know I'm going in the right direction. How I talk to myself is the most important thing. Brain, this is you talking to yourself. And it's true. How you talk to yourself is the most important thing. You've got the answers. I'm walking along this path with you. And I want to tell you, it is the best, most amazing life you could ever have working in the film industry. It will be how you will find all your friends, how you will find the skills that will pay you for the rest of your life, how you will feel the fulfillment and the happiness of doing something that really, it's not that hard. Most people just think it is. But let them think that. You go in there and just start creating it. So don't put it off. Don't worry about it. Be excited about it and anticipate greatness from yourself and from the world. Okay, so that's what I got for you today. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for listening. And if you want to take your career to the next level in the film industry, go to friendsinfilm.com/join. That's friendsinfilm.com/join. You can sign up for our mini course, learn about the A-list model, and then you can take it all the way and do the A-list program. So that's friendsinfilm.com/join. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great day, everybody.